let me cut on it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jazz. Long time no see, but I'm gonna hop right into the video. Today I'll be showing you how to do faux locks over traditional locks, real locks. I'll be showing you how to do faux locks over real locks. At first glance, it may look as if my hair is already done, but you look a little closer, you can see that I actually have a lot to go. Yeah, I have quite a few left to do in the back, but I had to run out for a photo shoot today, so I just did the ones in the front and kind of just hope for the best in the back. Let's see if you can, it's not that noticeable. I mean, it's a little ghetto, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Let's hop right into it. Today, I'll be using the Free Tress Water Wave hair in 22 inches, color 1B, because it matches my roots. And I also purchased some fake locks off of Amazon. I got 7 packs of 21 locks for, I think it was like $40. It wasn't expensive. Way cheaper than if you would buy these in the beauty supply store, because they'll be like $7 a pack. So you can save so much. What's 7 times 7? You can save some money by ordering it off Amazon, because you get 7 packs of 21 locks for only $40, and so that's what I did. I'll link it in the description box below. But yeah, let's get into it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a strand of the Free Tress Water Wave hair, and for me, I'm going to cut it in half to do my wrapping. You definitely do not have to cut it in half. For some of them, I actually used the entire piece, but when I was running out of hair, I decided to start cutting them in half just to be a bit more frugal and to get more pieces done before I had to leave. And I found that cutting it in half works the same way, if not better. So I cut it in half, and then I fluff out my piece so it's nice and thick for when I do my wrapping. And I take the piece all the way to the end, so it's about an inch hanging. If you hear the squeaking, it's my chair. I'm sorry, it's really old. I'm not farting, I promise. So what I'm going to do is I take an inch and I put it on either side of my lock, so my lock is dangling in between, like so. And then I make sure that it's all the way at the base, all the way at my root. I'm sorry about this chair, it's so aggravating. And then I put the lock in the shorter piece of hair in one hand and the longer piece of hair in the other hand, and I begin to wrap the longer lock of hair around the base about 3 or 4 times. And then after that, I make sure it's good and tight. Well, not too tight, but after I make sure it's secure enough at my root, I begin to wrap along the shaft of the hair, as you can see. And if you want to do the butterfly method, that's okay too. Like when you put your thumb and wrap it around your thumb so you have like kind of tendrils sticking out. But I noticed that I like my locks to be more uniform because I feel like it looks more natural that way. So I don't really pay the butterfly method too much attention. I mean, I do it sometimes, but just not that often. And when I get to about an inch or two of my row lock left, I take one of these lock extensions and I put it along the shaft of my hair, and then I just keep wrapping to cover it. I wrap it around that a few times just to cover the little lump. Or you can leave it sticking out because it kind of does look like the little butterfly loops that stick out. It kind of blends in with those. So you can leave it out or you can wrap it up. It doesn't really matter. And then I just continue to wrap. I wrap this a little bit tighter so the lock extension doesn't move. I just continue to wrap until there's no more hair to wrap. And because I did cut them in half, I'm going to use some Got2b to secure it because it is still kind of close to my actual lock. When I was using the entire strand of hair instead of cutting it in half, I was using a lighter to burn it, but since it's shorter and it's closer to my actual lock, I'm just going to take some Got2b glue and spray it on the end and just wrap it. Because I'm a scaredy cat. I don't want to burn the end of my lock. And that's pretty secure and I think it's going to stay. But if you want some extra protection, you know, just torch it a little bit. I don't really think this is close. I'm so glad I got that on camera because that had been happening all day. This one kind of got messed up. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. That would happen as soon as I start recording it. Hadn't I been doing that all day? That's so irritating. I don't care that much. And then I'm going to take the other half of the hair that I used and do another lock. I'm not gonna lie, it is easier not cutting them in half and just wrapping the whole thing, but since I'm cheap and I want to save hair, I'm going to cut them in half. It's just in my character. Take about an inch. Put it on either side of the lock, like so, like that. I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter. And then start wrapping. 2, 3, 4 times at the base. And then keep going along the shaft of the lock. When I get to about here, I'm gonna grab the lock extension, attach it to the lock, and continue to wrap. When you get to about here, or use your lighter. Secure. One last time. This is my real lock. I'm taking a strand of free twist water wave hair and I am cutting it in half. Then I'm fluffing it out. Ideally, you want it to look like this, but if you're lazy, it's gonna look like this. So, one last time, you're gonna take your lock in your hand and get it to the end, so it's about an inch, and you're going to put your lock like so, like that, and then you're going to make sure everything is secure at the base, and then you're going to begin to wrap. When you wrap one time, go and recheck and make sure everything's at the base, and then continue to wrap 3 or 4 times around the base of your lock so it's nice and secure. Then continue, proceed down the shaft of your lock. I know I'm wrapping this kind of hectic, but I'm a hectic person. When you get to about this much of your lock left, go grab a lock extension, attach it to the lock base, and just wrap it in to secure it. Then continue down the rest of the lock. And you can go as tight or as loose as you want to. Like I said, I do mine pretty neat simply because I think it looks more natural than the butterfly locks. And I like my faux locks to look as close to real locks as possible, even though they're not going to cut real locks. It's just a personal preference. And I secured it with some Got To Be glue spray at the end. And because that piece was kind of long, I am going to, hopefully don't catch on fire. What is that? Why does that keep happening? It's like, I know it's because I'm going too close, but I don't be feeling like I'm that close. Like, it be whole, like, on fire, dog. That's scary. I'm gonna have to fix this one, but I don't like it. I don't know if y'all saw, but I had a lot of locks left. Like, it whole looks finished from the front, but it's just not. Like, it's just not. I ended up not even doing all of my locks because I have 93 locks. Like, who has the time for that? Just a bit of advice, if you are going to do this style, I chose to do the wrapping method instead of crocheting it through my actual lock for a number of reasons. One, there are two things that are your enemy when you have locks. Number one is breakage. Number two is buildup. So I was very careful when choosing the method in which I was going to do these faux locks over my locks. I didn't use the crochet tool because I didn't want, well, when I was using Marley hair, I didn't want to put the Marley hair through my lock, like in a kind of interlocking way, because I didn't want it to start to form to my hair, because my hair is like the same texture as Marley hair. It's that same kinky texture. And even I noticed even when I was using Marley hair in the back, it did start to like get knotted into my hair. So that's why I prefer now to use the water wave hair, because it's a looser texture, and so it's easier to differentiate between my lock and the fake hair, if that makes sense. So that's one reason. And also I just didn't want to cause any unnecessary breakage in my locks by using a crochet needle through it. When I was researching how to do this style, I saw that a lot of people were using edge control to put on like their edges before they installed it. Yeah, I didn't do that. And it doesn't look that bad, but I didn't do that because I didn't want buildup in my hair. Like, especially, this is a style that you're going to keep in for a couple weeks. That's going to cause buildup if you use edge control at the base of your locks to install these. Like, I'm doing mine like completely dry, and it's coming out just fine. I mean, I did moisturize my hair before I did this. Like, I sprayed it with distilled water and I put some oil in it, but that's it. I didn't use any edge control or any gels to achieve this style, and as you can see, it still looks fine. Like, I never put any edge control in my hair because I don't want to create any unnecessary buildup. It's just not worth it to me. So that is something that I would say don't do. Like, if you're trying out this style for the first time and you're unsure what hair to use, I would definitely say, and you have locks, I would definitely say get the water wave hair. The Marley hair, to me, is just a little bit risky, and it might combine with your locks, especially if you have the same hair texture as the Marley hair. So just using the looser curl was a bit safer for me. The wrapping method as opposed to the crochet method, it's less tension on your hair, and harder to create breakage. Breakage and buildup are our two biggest enemies in the lock community. I mean, breakage in any community, but buildup especially for the lock community. So that's just a bit of advice from your girl. And obviously, as you've seen, if you're going to use a lighter, be careful. Because I have clearly set my hair on fire a couple of times just in this video. So imagine when I was just doing my head, how many times I set it on fire. But that's my video. Thank you. Oops. Jesus, Joseph and Mary. But that's my video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm trying to get more consistent back on YouTube. Comment down below what other kinds of content you would like to see, what other styles you would like me to try out. I'd be happy to do them. And let me know what you thought about this video. What you think about this style? You think it's cute on me, huh? I think it's cute. But thanks for tuning in. See you next time.